So I know a lot of you guys wonder the reason why I haven't gotten into this black woman thing. You know what I'm saying? I used to make a lot of content about them a while ago. And like I said, I was involved with MGTOW and Passport Bros and all these other little agencies, even the Red Pill community for a minute. And I thought it was something wrong with us. I come to find out that that's really it's very far from the problem. What us as men got to understand, especially as black men, the black woman, it's not about trying to mend and fix her trauma. Because the thing about it is, men can change their minds. You know, you can go through adversity, trials and tribulations, and you become a better man, right? Without correction. Like you can make these changes. The thing about women, especially black women, because they like most hard-headed women on the planet, it's like because of the laws that we have here in the United States that stops any kind of correction. I'm talking about literally they can make up a reality in their mind that doesn't even fucking exist. Okay, and they can live off of that reality, but this is the gem about it. The reason why most of them do so good in fraternities and universities inside the classrooms and stuff like that is because they literally been trained since birth to be good employees. You see what I'm saying? They have never been trained to be wives. They've never been trained to be good lovers or any of that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them been trained to be porno stars because of the stuff that they didn't see on the screen, and they didn't learn, okay, well, men like what's inside the porno industry. So that's the reason why you got so many girls over here that the only thing that they can sell is their body if they ain't got no money. Understand? That's the reason why, like I said, it's like in America now, it's like almost like 85% of black women out here are selling their ass in some shape or form. Okay, I'm not saying that she's out there on the street corner, but with all the men and the attention that they get inside their DMs and stuff like that, and the way that their minds are wired toward money, basically gives them a prostitute mindset. Okay? Anytime a woman is talking about, okay, well, hey, take me out here to do this, he got to have so much money, he ain't got a certain car, he ain't got this and that, it has nothing to do with a man's status or growth or wherever he's at in life. Okay? If you're here for a relationship and you like this man, it shouldn't matter. You see what I'm saying? Because like I told you, men can change. They can transform. There are so many different men that I know that even Farrakhan even said himself like he was a hoodlum until his wife was like, hey man, you know what I'm saying? This is enough of this. Martin Luther King his wife made him a good man. You know what I'm saying? But it's like women like to simply be like, oh, the woman behind the scenes running shit. That's not how the vehicle works. And it's not the way that the scripture works, and that's not the way that God had presented it. Okay? God says specifically, I am going to talk to your man. Okay? I'm not going to talk to you. And it's evident out here in the streets. Because you got so many black women out here that just like, they want to be pastors, they want to be this, and then it seems like later on down the line, they literally lose their fucking minds out here doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they have absolutely no guidance. And, the reason why, shit like Islam and stuff like that is like a problem for a lot of these white organizations and stuff out here is because they know that men really hold the key to a lot of the power here in the world. I mean, it doesn't take, one thing about women, like women, they sit up there and they look onto these TVs and they don't realize that, oh, well, he's a white man. Yes, there are white men in groups in the top tier of the world that are running it. You see what I'm saying? So if you take the power away from everybody else's man, you don't see women up there in Netanyahu's office. Okay? You don't see women up there in Trump's office. You don't even see them up there in the FBI as the head of that. You see what I'm saying? So your heads are messed up. And like I would tell any black American man, look, I believe that you have no business dating American women, period. None. Okay? The problem lies in because her cultural traditions and stuff like that have been broke from her for like 3 or 4 generations. You know, you're looking at all the way back to where the first welfare queens bullshit started. You know what I'm saying? Back in the 60s and 70s. Those grandmothers had mothers and had mothers and had mothers. And a majority of them learned how to live off of the government. That's what they did. Okay? The government brought them everything. The government brings them child support. The government brings them housing. The government gives them a job. Everything. So why is it such a surprise that they out here in the street talking about, hey, I don't need a man? Okay? Of course you don't need a man when you got like an entire universe of shit that's prepared for everything for you. You know what I'm saying? Giving you the illusion that you got a job. So now it's to the point where, okay, now I don't want to have no kids. Why? Because the government said that I shouldn't have to have no kids because I should be able to have this lavish lifestyle and have a family at all. So forget what my body's built for. Your body is built to be able to reproduce. But therefore, we're going to let all that go. I don't want to do that no more. Now, if you get outside of the States, you're going to run into more traditional women. You're going to run into women that have whole families of married women. And women don't want to be separated from that. I mean, like me personally, like I said, I come from, you know, my woman has a family of like 7 or 8 sisters, and they're all married. You know what I'm saying? I just happened to catch her on the fluke, especially at my age. You know what I'm saying? But when you come from traditional families that are like that, where a lot of the females are married, it's less likely of a chance that she's going to want to hurry up and get a divorce and get your money and run around and do all this other stuff, because she has an example in her family that she can look up to and she can see it. Now, you come down here to California and any of these states down here where you got mama, grandmama, all these other kids, like nobody in the whole family has a male role model. And it hasn't been existed for like almost 40 years. And mama in the club, daughter in the club, and they all out there hunting for, you know, you got the 50-year-old mama sleeping with, you know, the 20-year-olds, and then you got the 20-year-olds and the 35-year-olds competing for the same man and the same traffic, and then all of a sudden the 35-year-old is up there trying to get one of her 50-year-old men that she done brought home. That's chaos. That's not a family. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I really honestly believe that men specifically, and I implore you, you should get out here, get outside. Like I said, the programming comes to these phones and these computers and all this stuff. The less infection that she has from a lot of this stuff out here in America, the better that your relationship will come. And age matters. Okay, age matters because if she's younger, she may have absorbed more, especially when you go overseas. A lot of the middle-aged women out there that's overseas are actually better than the younger women that are out here. I hope that you guys out there out.